Hello everyone, this is HJ Halloween, and today I am back with the 7th edition to the Spirit Halloween 2018 Prop Idea Series. So before we get started, another reminder to leave your own prop idea in the comment section below. If you have not already, you can leave it in any one of the prop idea videos if you want to have a chance at your prop getting drawn in a bonus episode at the end of the series. And I don't think I've ever actually specified this year, that the series is going to be a 10-episode long series, so we still do have 3 more episodes left, and then there will be an 11th episode that is the finale, where there will be some surprises, and I will kind of bring all the drawings back and discuss them a little bit. You can go ahead and watch last year's finale if you want to get an idea of what that will be, but there will be even more in this year's finale. And then 2 weeks to like a month after the finale, I will release the bonus episode where I have all of your guys' ideas drawn and give you all those shout outs and everything. So it was really awesome bonus episode. If you guys do want to be in that, make sure you get those comments in as soon as possible. And also, do not forget to follow me on Instagram. I know that not all of you have Instagram, but for those of you that do and have not already, make sure you go ahead and do that, because I do release some pretty cool pictures throughout the whole season, especially once we get into like the builds and stuff. I release a lot of updates over there, and I also have been dropping some sneak peeks of some of the prop idea videos, so it's just kind of fun. I have a little community over there on my Instagram, so if you want to join, go ahead and follow me over there. A link will be in the description somewhere. So today's episode, I've been really excited to show you guys because I love how this drawing turned out, and I also just like the concept overall. It is Lurching Lilac. So this prop is obviously going to be a lurching prop, and I haven't done a lurching prop for the entire time that I've been doing the prop idea episodes. I did not do it in last season or this season yet, so it actually just kind of came to me while I was going to draw a rising prop, kind of like Floating Ghost Girl, because I had the idea for a rising prop that had like a fan underneath of it, and the fan was on this big, heavy stand so it could stabilize it, and it had a pole in the back and it would rise on this pole. And I had actually drawn a concept art for this prop specifically before Floating Ghost Girl was even released. And then when they released her and she was a rising prop, I didn't want to do a rising prop again in my prop ideas because it would just seem like I was copying Floating Ghost Girl. But I actually, dead serious, had the idea for a rising prop like the year before Floating Ghost Girl was released. Did not look the same at all, but it was a similar concept. So I was thinking about drawing one that was a rising prop and making it just have sort of a different look, a different motion when it pops up, and also have the fan at the bottom. But then as I was drawing, this one just started to look like it wasn't really a rising prop. It just kind of came out as I was going, and I ended up drawing the mouth real creepy. I really like the font, how I did the font with the lurching, and that's how its mouth looks with all these like cuts and stitches. And I guess as I was drawing the look for its face and its clothes, it just started to not feel like a rising prop anymore, because I had a very vague idea of how I wanted the rising prop to look, and this prop's face as I was drawing it just kind of stopped looking like a possessed rising prop. It looked like it had more of its own sort of theme, and then I decided I wanted to go for a lurching animation, because originally I had its hands just like down on its dress there, just kind of resting on its dress, and then they would pop out to the side, because that's how I had done my original rising prop idea back before Floating Ghost Girl. And I realized that I could still use this drawing and this original position that she was in to start with, and it didn't have to rise. It could lean forward, and its arms could also pop up. So basically, as you can see there, the upper body would like lean forward a lot, and those arms would come out to the side, and it would be a pretty good jump scare. Spirit Halloween has had quite a few lurching props before. They aren't always super great. They sort of have a choppy motion most of the time, but I think that this would be a really cool one to have. And I don't necessarily know how the mechanism for lurching props works, so I don't really know how exactly this would work, but somehow there would be something on the torso there that would just allow the whole upper body to lean forward. And that's what I was trying to get at in the drawing, that it lurched forward at you, but it is kind of hard to tell since it's not from a side angle, but I drew it from a different perspective. Like it looked like the upper body was larger and leaning towards you, if you can kind of tell on that picture on the right there after it's already lurched. And basically it would have this dress that ruffles at the bottom, blood all over it, scratches. I really like how I did like the shading. I've been starting to do that more, and I really always like how it turns out. The hair would be pretty ragged and it would be white. The eyes would also have those dark circles around them, sort of like I did with the jaw dropper, which was the very first episode. If you haven't seen that one, make sure you check it out. And so they could just put a lot of detail around those eyes, make the paint a lot darker, like add some grays in there. The face in general would have a very pale skin tone that would be almost white entirely. It would have a regular nose, and then the mouth is the key part that stands out. And this just kind of came to me as I was drawing it, that it looked cool if it would have this really decrepit smile that creeps all the way up its cheeks, kind of like a creepy clown, but then its lips themselves would be entirely black. It almost wouldn't even have lips, but it could just have like very black like lipstick on all the way up to near its eyes, and then it would have these cuts across its mouth that would be almost entirely black, but when they were to actually paint and detail the prop, they could use a very dark, deep blood red and make it look like it has dried blood all over it, almost as if they're just cracks across the mouth there. And you're probably wondering why I named this prop Lurching Lilac. It is sort of an exotic name, but I really didn't want to use the just a female name that starts with L. A lot of Spirit Halloween props do just sort of have some like random names, which is fine. It could be Lurching Lindsay or something like that, but they've already used Lily for Lunging Lily, and Lacey was technically the name of the Levitator girl, so I did just want to kind of stray away from using the generic names. Of course, Spirit Halloween tends to be even like more general with their names and just puts like Zombie Boy, whatever girl, but they could also name it something like Lurching Smiley would be a good name, but the reason I did do Lurching Lilac was because the outfit I thought could actually be lilac colored. If you don't know what a lilac is just a flower that has a really light purple color. So lilac as a color is just a very like pastel light purple, and I thought it might work with her dress because I can actually see it going together with the white hair and the very pale face, the pale hands, and then just having this very light purple dress with a lot of blood on it, obviously. And I don't think we've ever seen a prop with any shade of purple for its outfit, so it would be original, and I think the name would fit it pretty well. And also, Lurching Lilac as a name in general does sound pretty ominous and creepy, so I think that it would work pretty well with this prop. And some small details about her: she wouldn't need shoes because the dress would cover those up. The eyes would probably light up white, as most Spirit Halloween eyes do, but they also could be purple. That's a possibility, especially to fit with the purple outfit. They would not necessarily need to be light purple. They could be dark purple. Also, the hair could possibly be black. I know I said that it would be white, but I was thinking about it and it would look fine with black hair as well. So that is basically it for the Lurching Lilac. Please let me know what you think of her, and also we've had quite a few episodes by now, 7 to be exact, so let me know what you think of all of them in general, but also which one is your favorite so far. I would like to see that to get an idea of which one you guys have liked the most. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram. Don't forget to leave your own idea in the comment section below, and I will see you guys next time.